Azerbaijan says it is committed to an agenda of peace with Armenia despite its military operation in the Nagorno-Karabakh region. The government says it is ready to reintegrate civilian ethnic Armenians, but it says that this will be on condition that what it calls separatist political and military structures are dismantled. Well, ethnic Armenian officials in Nagorno-Karabakh report that at least 2 civilians were killed and 23 wounded amid heavy artillery fire around the region's capital. They say that at least 8 of those wounded were children. Azerbaijani authorities have also reported at least 1 death. Demonstrators have held protests outside the Armenian parliament in Yerevan. They're demanding Armenia do more to protect the people of Nagorno-Karabakh. The opposition is accusing Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan of being weak. He's criticised those calling for a coup in Armenia. Well, joining me now from Baku is Hikmet Hajiyev, the foreign policy advisor to the president of Azerbaijan. Thank you very much for joining us on Al Jazeera. First of all, what exactly are you trying to achieve through this military offensive? You say that it is peace, but you're using your military to do it. I mean, and you want to integrate civilian ethnic Armenians. From that point, do you think that they are ready to do that? Do you believe that they will want to be integrated?
Well, in the sovereign territories of Azerbaijan and Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, unfortunately, since the 10th November 2020 trilateral statement, 10,000 strong armed forces continue to have an existence, and they also have a heavy tank and artillery elements as well, but continues to present a direct challenge to the security of Azerbaijan. On multiple occasions, Azerbaijan has invited representatives of Karabakh Armenians to Baku and some other regions of Azerbaijan to have a real dialogue and contacts about the reintegration process. Unfortunately, they refuse, and they would like to continue to keep within a grey zone status and also strong armed forces and illegal separatist entity that continues to be a direct challenge of Azerbaijan. And today, they also, as if not enough, they put in 1 million mines on the territories of Azerbaijan. They have been engaged in yet another landmine provocation against Azerbaijani civilians and police officers, as a result of which 6 individuals from Azerbaijan have died, 2 of them civilians and 4 of them are police officers. That actually triggered Azerbaijan's response in a sense that Azerbaijan has launched local but limited counter-terrorism measures to neutralize military structure. We are talking about a 10,000 strong military infrastructure on the ground, and to disarm them, and also to ensure better prospects for the integration of the Karabakh Armenians to the political, social, economic spectrum of Azerbaijan.
Can you just confirm that you've got 10,000 troops on the ground there?
Yes, it's a 10,000 strong armed forces, and Azerbaijan has a well-established operative information as well about within strong forces. They also have more than 100 different tanks and armored personnel carriers, and they also have more than 200 heavy artillery and other mine launchers and rocket missile systems as well. And all the Azerbaijani villages and cities in very close vicinity are within the range of the artillery attack. It's yet another question about the safety and security of Azerbaijani population as well. And therefore, with the 10,000 strong armed force of the Republic of Armenia continues to be yet another big challenge for Azerbaijan. Okay. We again do regret that Armenian Republic of Azerbaijan didn't commit herself to the trilateral statement where it clearly stipulated that armed forces of the Republic of Armenia should fully withdraw from the territories of Azerbaijan. Okay. But unfortunately, they continue to build military build-up.
Yeah, I want to talk about civilians. You've said you're only going to target military installations and infrastructure, but we're already hearing of deaths of civilians, including 8 children. We just saw pictures of one child that looked like he had been severely injured. I mean, are you deliberately targeting civilians? I mean, how precise can you be with your artillery?
In no way, really. Azerbaijani side, in no way, targeting the civilians. And we are using precision-guided ammunitions and with precisely predetermined military objectives and military goals. As you can see, that Minister of Defense of Azerbaijan spreading and provided to the media and social media as well as the videos. And specifically, there are videos when Azerbaijani militaries are identifying civilians next to the military objectives, and immediately they are taking the decision about upholding such an mission.
But, sir, they can't be that precise if civilians are being killed already in the first few hours of this offensive.
These facts need to be further verified and further checked, of course, but collateral damage, unfortunately, could happen. Yet another challenge is that, unfortunately, Armenian side, the local forces on the ground, in a manner like a terrorist, and using the local civilians as a shield for military operations. And they're also putting their military installations next to the civilian objects, next to civilians. And therefore, we have warned and notified all civilians, please be kept in a safe distance from the military objectives, and also to try to provide your own safety and security. And Azerbaijan side is also ready to provide their security. And therefore, in no way civilians is in the target of Azerbaijan side, only legitimate military targets. But civilians should keep safe distance. And we are also using radio channels as well. Through the radio, we are regularly informing civilians about the geographic locations of the military operations. Therefore, civilians can also take a safe distance. Well, unfortunately, under such circumstances, collateral damages could happen, but it also requires further clarifications and further fact checks on the ground.
Well, many Armenians don't believe it is collateral damage. They believe that you are using this offensive as a way to ethnically cleanse the region. What do you say to that?
Really, it's not true. Azerbaijanis were subject to the ethnic cleansing. And since 1991-1992, when Armenia occupies the territories of Azerbaijan, 1 million Azerbaijanis become subject of notorious ethnic cleansing and other war crimes and crimes against humanity. And Azerbaijan's intention actually to release with local Armenian residents of Karabakh from their current status as a hostage of junta regime. We are talking about the military junta and also criminal illegal puppet regime that keeps them as a hostage. And I think Azerbaijan's perspective and intention is that with the disarming of this military infrastructure on the ground and also dissolving with illegal political system that they have established in the territories of Azerbaijan, there will be much better chances for peaceful reintegration of Armenians from Karabakh to the social, political, economic spectrum of Azerbaijan. And Azerbaijan also has its own channel of communication talking to Karabakh Armenians. That we also have established such a channel, and they are actually under the hostage and living as a hostage of this illegal criminal regime.
OK, well, I mean, the US, France, the European Union have all called on you to pull back. Are you going to heed their warnings, or are you going to ignore them and push on?
In general, with engagement with counter-terrorism actions and measures are limited by nature, and they're also local one. And major objectives have already been fulfilled with precision-guided munitions. And Azerbaijan, to an extent, achieved its military objectives as part of the counter-terrorism actions on the ground. But we would like to bring it to the logical conclusion, because Azerbaijan is also saying that enough is enough. For more than 32 years, Azerbaijan is suffering from this conflict, and we would like to bring to the complete end, in a sense, by dissolving this illegal regime and disarming, not to have a grey zone on the territories of Azerbaijan, and also providing better conditions for Armenians and Azerbaijanis living together. I do regret that sometimes we see unilateral statements, and particularly statement from the French Foreign Ministry, and the policy pursued by French in the South Caucasus. It's a very counterproductive. And unfortunately, it's an encouragement of separatism. And France also failed as a Minsk Group co-chair to contribute to the peace agenda and fulfillment of UN Security Council resolutions that demanded immediate withdrawal of Armenian armed forces. Unfortunately, French colleagues most of the time goes in silence.
Well, international pressure is mounting on you. In the last minute or so, the Turkish Foreign Ministry says it believes talks between Azerbaijan and Armenia are the only way to reach stability in the region. What do you say to that?
Indeed, we are supporting the dialogue, and Azerbaijan actually initiator of the peace treaty discussion with Armenia. And Azerbaijan supports the peace agenda and also signing soonest peace treaty between the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Republic of Armenia. And Azerbaijan has also today, Azerbaijan's presidential administration made a statement inviting representatives of Karabakh Armenians to Yevlakh city of Azerbaijan to have contacts. But for that, we need to see disarmament of this military institutions and military infrastructure on the ground. Azerbaijan supports in a dialogue, and Azerbaijan also supports in a normalization of relations with Armenia. But Armenia should also fulfill its commitments. First, withdraw troops from Azerbaijan's territory and stop financing and sustaining illegal proxy military and so-called political illegal regime on the sovereign territories of Azerbaijan.
OK, we will have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it here on Al Jazeera. That is Hikmet Hajiyev, Foreign Policy Advisor to the President of Azerbaijan.